All right, so we want to graph this, and we need to first change this quadratic into vertex form or graphing form. So I'm going to look at y equals negative x squared minus 2x minus 4. I'm going to add 4 to both sides. So then I get y plus 4 equals negative x squared minus 2x. And so in the last problem we didn't have to do this, but in this problem I can't, a has to be 1 in order to complete the square. This is negative 1, so I can't have that. So I'm going to divide this side by negative 1, and I'm going to divide this side by negative 1. So then I end up with y plus 4 negative 1 equals x squared plus 2x. Alright, so now I'm going to complete the square. So I have x squared, and then half of that is 1x. So this is x plus 1, x plus 1, and 1 times 1 is 1. So to complete the square, I have to add 1 here, and then I have to add 1 over here. So some of you guys, this on this side looks really weird, and don't be panicked by this. I kind of think of it as like a parking lot. We're parking it here for a little bit, and then when we get done with completing the square, we're going to move those items back to the other side. All right, so we've got 1 plus, oopsie, I erased this, sorry, y plus 4 divided by negative 1 equals, this is my perfect square, so I have x plus 1 squared. So now, let me rewrite that. That looks funky. So x plus 1 squared. So we completed the square, and so now everything that's over here in this parking lot, I want to bring it back over. So go in the same order that you moved everything. So we're going to subtract 1 first from here, and then subtract it from here. So then you get y plus 4 divided by negative 1 equals x plus 1 squared minus 1. Then I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 1. So I'm going to multiply this side by negative 1. Now you want to be careful because we've got to multiply both of these by negative 1. So then you end up with y plus 4 equals negative x plus 1 squared. And then negative 1 times negative 1 is plus 1. And then the last thing we want to do is we want to subtract 4 from this side, subtract 4 from this side. So then we get y, and then I'm going to change the equals back to less than, and then we have minus x plus 1 squared, and then positive 1 minus 4 is minus 3. So this is my graphing form of the equation. My vertex is going to be negative 1 minus 3, and then my a value is negative 1. So I'm going to come over here and graph negative 1, negative 3, and then I go over 1, down 1, over 1, down 1, and then over 1, or excuse me, over 2. So 1, 2, down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Likewise on the other side, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. My boundary line is less than, so it's going to be dotted. Okay, and then where do we shade? We want to shade less than less than x squared, negative x squared minus 2x minus 4. So this dotted line represents this quadratic, right? So where are we less than that? Down here. All right. So this problem proved a little more difficult, mostly because our a was not 1. And when A isn't 1, it's probably going to cause a little bit of work for you.